Snow began falling last night in the Chicago area, continuing through today's rush hour, and that made a mess of the commute there. It's the first major snowfall of the season, blanketed the ground and caused people to break out the shovels and the snow blowers. Yeah, residents were scooping anywhere from 3 to 4 inches that fell overnight while snowplow trucks worked on the side streets. People had to brush the snow off their cars before going to work, and yes, there is more expected tomorrow. Colin?
You know, I just heard you say Chicago. Not Chicago, but he said it, Chicago. Sounded good, sounded original, sounded like you're from there. But he's not. All right, more snow here. There's Chicago, and yeah, there's more on the way for them. So as they're getting out the snow blowers, making sure they're running, we're cutting our lawns, right? How great is the weather here? Very pleasant across the west. Temperatures above normal, a little foggy in Los Angeles today, but other than that, it was nice. Current temperatures, the colder spots are still in Minneapolis and Bismarck. They just have not got a break lately. Cloud cover, thin, and off to the north. However, there's something coming our way. It's going to cool us off back to reality and below average by about 10 degrees by the time we get to Friday. But until then, we had fog this morning, right, in parts of the county, and it had school delays to go with that. Fresno was foggy, Merced, places like that. So we do have the chance for fog again tomorrow morning because our skies are clear and the overnight lows are such that we get fog forming. So watch out for that tomorrow morning. 63 now in Delano. Same thing here in Bakersfield, roughly. We're at 64. 69 up at Lake Isabella. Isn't that something? 70 at Ridgecrest. California City was in the mid-70s today. And we have a high of 65 from the Weather Service. 42 was the low this morning. So when you have lows in the 40s, the dew point falls to the 40s, or the temperature falls toward that dew point, and that's how we get fog. So we may have that again tomorrow morning. 62 up in Redding, 54 in San Francisco, darn it, 70 in Los Angeles, and 63 in Tehachapi, 72 out in China Lake, and we have temperatures along the coast that were great today, upper 60s to 70. This culprit right here, this area of low pressure, is what's going to keep the Southland a little foggy in the morning, thickening up the marine layer and keeping that with them for most of the day. So highs there are going to be in the 60s. There's the low that's going to change everything and drop our snow level down to 2,500 feet by late Friday night into Saturday. Not a lot of moisture with this, but enough to give us, you know, maybe a 1/10 of an inch of rain, maybe 3 to 4 or 5 inches of snow in the mountains. And we could use that because the snowpack is not as strong as it could be for this time of year. A wind shift out of the north tomorrow afternoon. You'll notice that a little bit, not strong, but that's what's going to keep our temperatures perhaps a little cooler than it was today. So we go to San Francisco with cloudy skies and 56 tomorrow, 64 in Fresno, 50 at Lake Tahoe. And then sliding south, temperatures will be about where they have been, 60 for Santa Barbara and 60 for Pismo Beach. Not much change yet, but pretty soon highs in the Southland will be in the 50s just like we will. 66 in Anaheim and Los Angeles, and also 76 for Palm Springs. So for our area, mid-60s again, overnight lows, most locations, low 40s, Porterville a little cooler than that at around 37. And then into the mountains we hop with temperatures that'll be pleasant, like how about 70 at Lake Isabella? That's not bad. 60 to 65 in Glenville, and overnight lows below freezing in some spots, but not all. Desert regions hit the 70s in some locations, in some spots, in the upper 60s, like Mojave, and a 75 for California City. Air quality, wood burning is prohibited, and that means it's unhealthy for sensitive groups. Our 7-day forecast has what? Warming and then cooling, right?
Way down.
Way down, back down to 50 for a high on Friday. 50% chance of rain for now, and not a lot of it. Some of the computer models say we could have a thunderstorm on Friday afternoon. We'll wait and see if that happens. That always adds some excitement in the weather department. And we kind of like to have a little thunder, wouldn't we?
Oh, yes.
Nothing severe, just a little rumble.
Just a little rumble. All right. Thanks for that,
You
Colin.
bet.